What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about Arnim Zola, the newest tech champion added to Marvel Contest of Champions. I have a lot of gameplay to show you, or I guess it's a little and a lot because it's a couple of fights, but they're not very long because Arnim Zola is kind of insane. So I am making a bold claim right now that Arnim Zola is, if not the best available 7-star tech, one of the best, like the top 3 or top 5 best 7-star tech champions in the entire game right now. This guy is ridiculous. So much utility, so much damage, an insane defender. He literally has it all. He kind of reminds me of a tech version of Onslaught, just in a very different way. So right now I have a clip of rank 3 7-star Arnim Zola with the Mr. Fantastic debuffs. So one thing I want to shout out right away is a lot of these fights have the Mr. Fantastic debuffs. These debuffs enhance Arnim Zola's potency and potential by a substantial margin, because you're going to notice that Arnim Zola is a heavy spam champion. So spamming heavy to deal all those disintegrations on his heavy attack, giving the opponent less power, locking their specials, and going for a massive special to detonate with all those disintegrations is the name of the game. Additionally, you'll see in the next couple of clips that Arnim Zola has a special lock ability, and we'll cover that a little bit once we get into it. But I want to show off this fight here. This is against Labyrinth of Legends Old Man Logan, unboosted. So all that I have for Arnim Zola is the Mr. Fantastic debuffs. And you're going to see that he's special 1 locked. I triggered the special 1 lock pre-fight. And Old Man Logan, his health is just kind of melting, and he still doesn't have 2 bars of power. He still doesn't have it, and now I cancel into my special 2, and unboosted from 97% all the way down to 18%. So that was crazy, right? Let's actually see a full matchup here. I believe this is against Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk. Alright, so Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk here. Again, I have the Mr. Fantastic debuffs. Not every match will have them, but I think to maximize his potential, you really want these debuffs because they enhance his damage and his viability by a substantial margin. So I triggered the special 1 lock pre-fight. So now Red Hulk is going to be special 1 lock. So now the name of the game is to heavy spam in the corner, ideally when Red Hulk is not stunned. When he's not stunned, you apply more disintegrations, and then when you have disintegrations on the opponent, you deal more disintegrations from your heavy. So right away, we're going for a nice special 1 detonation. So right there, we brought Red Hulk all the way down from 100% health all the way to 64. That was 1 cycle, 1 single cycle so far, brought Red Hulk down to 64% health. 73,000 burst damage at the end. You'll notice that the burst damage that Zola deals is not super high. The high damage comes from stacking and spamming those disintegrations from your heavy attack. That's where you get most of the damage, and then that additional burst is just like a, hey, congratulations, your disintegrations are gone, here's a nice burst of damage. And 73k, nothing to scoff at. Now, it is a little higher because I went for a special 1, so I got that additional fury. Typically, it would be around 60-ish k, but obviously more disintegrations, more burst damage. So, let's keep watching this fight here, because I think I'm able to get him down in one whole cycle next here. I'm not sure, I might be able to, I don't exactly remember. But we're going for another heavy spam cycle here, and again, the name of the game is just heavy spam, heavy spam, heavy spam. Red Hulk's health will be slowly dropping here. You're seeing that percentage by percentage, he is just dropping. Now I go for my special 2, apply a passive disintegration, a nice additional burst damage of around 50k there, and now Red Hulk's dead. He is completely dead. He's going to die from this next burst of damage, and that's it. He can't do anything. The Mr. Fantastic debuffs are letting Zola's disintegrations deal more damage, and also preventing Red Hulk's power by 25%. So that was absolutely crazy, man. That was absolutely nuts. 1 minute and 20 seconds for that fight, and yeah, just got absolutely cooked there. So, now we are running against Labyrinth Old Man Logan. This is the full fight. The other fight was an unboosted showcase. Now I have a little bit of boosters on just to show off Zola's max damage. But in the next couple of matchups, I have some no boost showcase just to show you that Zola does not need boost at all to deal insane damage. And then I have a fight at the end of this video that you're not going to believe. Like, how well Zola does this specific fight I'm talking about is crazy. So, do I even need to say anything? I mean, look at this. I throw my special 2 here, almost intentionally into block so those degens can have a little bit more duration. I did miss out on the burst, but that was 50% of Old Man Logan's health in that single cycle. Now, he's still special locked, right? So I can just do it again. Just do it again. That's it. He is still special locked. So I can just hit him again, and again, and again, and again. And now I heavy chain into my special 2, and Old Man Logan is gone. 1.5 million health in 59 seconds. Absolutely insane. So now I have some short form content showcases. I don't think he will be like the most insane Battlegrounds attacker, but I think he'll be very useful. He's going to be an unbelievable defender. He's super annoying to fight. But in terms of offense on Battlegrounds, I don't think he'll be like the best, but in situations where you can get the opponent to the wall and you can heavy spam frequently, he's going to do very, very well. Now, Sauron here is a situation where you can do that. You can build up to your special 2. You can go for a nice detonate. At least I think I can get to my special 2 here. Actually, yeah, get to my special 2 here and then intercept him with the special 2, and Sauron's health is gone. So he certainly has the reach for Battlegrounds. It's just the spacing and the amount of power that you give the opponent. All of that matters, and if you give them too much power, or like you can't heavy spam them against the wall, or you're pushed too far back and you're sort of losing out on that special lock timer, then it can be rough. Like, it's not the best he's not the best tech attacker for Battlegrounds. He definitely can work. Like, that was a 34-second fight for a rank 3 Sauron, so obviously he does pretty well. But this is a fight that I think is a lot more realistic of, like, what can happen in a Battlegrounds-esque situation. I think he strives way more in, like, medium to long-form content, but he does have the reach and the potential for Battlegrounds-esque health pools, as you're going to see right here against Mr. Sinister. So, a couple of things additionally to note about Zola. Zola is a robot, so he does not gain any negative downside from Sinister throwing that special 1. He also can't have his ability accuracy increased or decreased outside of his own abilities. So like Domino, Mr. Sinister's Concussion, any ability accuracy reduction, Zola is immune to. He also has a built-in special damage cap. Pretty nice burst of damage there, going for the Double Fury. He also has a built-in special damage cap, preventing him from losing 10% health from any source outside of a special 3. And that's just permanent. He just has that permanently. So that was a rank 3 Mr. Sinister in 50 seconds. Very nice, very solid. I wasn't able to get to my special 2, but you can still see that even without getting to the special 2, going for the special 1 detonate with the Double Fury actually feels pretty good. And in a matchup where you can't heavy spam nearly as much, you know, like, I was only able to heavy spam Sinister, let's see, in the corner here, I'm only able to heavy spam him 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So, obviously, with less power, and with less combat power given to the opponent by, obviously, Sinister's increasing his combat power rate, I think from the Mystic, little genetic mutation he has there. With a more normal matchup like a Sauron where he can spam more heavies, you're going to deal a lot more damage, and it's probably not going to require you to bait as many special attacks. So lastly here, this final fight I have for Zola, this is Necropolis Jubilee. Now I am boosted here, I'm not full boosted, but I am boosted, and I do have the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights as well as a 10% damage increase from a Hydra synergy that Zola has. So, the name of the game here is to get Jubilee to the wall, ideally get into the heavy spell for Jubilee, or the heavy firework for Jubilee, and spam heavies against the wall to watch her essentially melt. So this right here, I'm going to show you one more time because of how perfect it was. This whole build-up, right? So look at how I have a bar of power and she has a bar of power. I'm right up against the wall, and her special attack does not push me back. Zola, I don't know what that, uh, not sure what that is. Zola benefits very much from short special attacks, from special attacks that do not push the opponent or yourself back, because Zola can retaliate with his special one and then immediately start heavy spamming, which saves a lot of power, and it also controls the matchup a lot better. So Jubilee throws her special one here. I throw my special one. She barely has any power here. And now, all I need to do is go for a little parry, and now we start heavy spamming. So, the damage, even without the increased attack rating from the heavy spell, is pretty legit. She's going from 100% health here to, I think, like below 90. So I throw this special 2, it goes into her block. That's honestly fine, doesn't really matter. She doesn't punish me. So right then and there, that was 85% of her health, right? So Jubilee has, I think, 6.7 million. It might even be higher, but 85% of a Necropolis opponent's health pool in one single rotation within 60 seconds of the matchup is pretty ridiculous. It's going to get even crazier here in a second when I'm able to get the heavy prompt. So I go for a heavy here to knock her down, and then I throw my special one. Same sort of deal as last time, just get her against the wall, throw my special one, and heavy spam. So now she's going to go from 85% all the way down to, I think, around 70. It might be a little lower, it might be a little higher. But all those disintegrations are just crazy. So I accidentally throw it into her special, or into her block again, and then she combos me. But that was another 10% health gone from Jubilee. Now things are going to get crazy. Because now I have the heavy attack benefit for the node here in Necropolis. So right away, she's already lost an additional 5% health from the original health that she was at. Now I have that long, heavy attack benefit, right? So the damage is just gonna skyrocket. Look at this. This is a Necropolis health pool that Arnim Zola is just slaughtering. She's like melting away. 60, 59, 58, 57, 56. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. 51. She went from 70% health to 46% health. And now we're just going to do it again. Using the relic to push myself all the way to the corner so I can just heavy spam. And look at this damage. Look at this insanity. I'm benefiting from that heavy attack increase substantially, and now I go for a nice final heavy 99 disintegrations, and we burst them for a lovely, let me see, what was that burst damage? It was, I can't see it. It's somewhere here, I just can't see the number. Should be like right here. It was the damage cap. It was 118,000 or 123,000 damage. The burst was the damage cap. I was trying to find it. It was hidden all behind the numbers. But now she's dead. She's dead. She's going to go from 20% health to 0. She's going to die within this heavy rotation. She is going to not survive this heavy attack rotation here. And she is special one locked the whole time. I'm in absolute control of everything that's happening in this matchup. And Jubilee is dead before I can even burst the disintegrations. That is a Necropolis level health pool in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. 2 minutes and 51 seconds for a Necropolis level health pool. Obviously, there are synergies involved, but even without the synergies, Arnim Zola could absolutely solo this fight, and he could probably do some more fights against, like, Immortal Abomination as well. So maybe I'll go back in here and try and get that fight for a future Arnim Zola video. But all in all, this guy is absolutely nuts. He is 100% worth going for in the Titan Crystal or the Early Access Crystals. I know I, for one, will be buying an Early Access bundle trying to get this guy as a 7-star, because if I can get him, and then I have a generic Awakening Gem from the Epoch of Pain, this guy might be an easy rank 3, potentially rank 4 for me. He is that nuts. Not to mention, he's an unbelievable defender as well. So that is all I have to show off for Arnim Zola. If you liked this video, and I really hope that you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also hitting like. Both of those things are extremely helpful for the channel, and it gets the word out there to the YouTube algorithm that I am doing things and making content that people like. So thank you all again very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.